package tools. They didn't go for the Galio, which is something that we usually see with the Camille. So they want a bit more of that flexibility. They want to prioritize that Ornn for those long-range engages.
They must pick Corki. I think that Corki is going to be a great option here for the side of Weibo Gaming if ever they have the front lines already. Hecarim and Jax can provide a peel. Plus, if they are going to be able to pick up something like a Galio, that's going to be working out as well here for their side. For the protection, for the follow-up, for the onslaught of shadows into the hero's entrance, it's going to be necessary later on for the team fights.
Yeah, something that FPX should look at, right? To take away some of the supports that are still on the pool. As you mentioned, Galio, Gragas is still there. Something that would very well stop the Ornn from using his ultimate, get the Camille out of the Hextech ultimatum to stop the locking down of a single target. But so far, it's again another marksman focused ban list here for the second half of the bans. Corki, Lucian, and Xayah. But Galio being spotted here by FPX, I think that's great. Great target right there to take out in terms of the ban list. Now it's only going to be either an Alistar, I guess, or a Gragas on the table here for Weibo Gaming.
Ooh. You know what? I am loving this composition still on the side of Weibo Gaming. Even if this is not a Corki, as you know what? This is in reference to the previous game. The only champion changed so far here is the Jax from the Gwen a while ago. Nautilus is still available unless FPX is going to be forced to take it away from Gcan after that heroic play from that game 6.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if he's able to pick up the Nautilus again. As you mentioned, yeah, it's still not banned here. Something that Gcan could pick for himself. Kai'Sa being locked in here. I do like the Kassadin. Yes, okay. I love the Kassadin here for FPX. It's not gonna be pretty from early to mid game for them. They're not gonna have as much damage. So what they're gonna do is try to play the macro game, try to play this game out where they're just gonna get objectives. If they can get the Herald, even better for them. Why I love this Kassadin is not only is he gonna be able to scale later in the game, he doesn't need to be part of the team for these fights. It's gonna be harder, trickier for the side of Weibo Gaming to figure out their targets because it's gonna be two main damage dealers that can play on the opposite ends of the team fight. So it's the amount of CC that Weibo Gaming have is a lot, but it's not the type of CC that you can just willy-nilly throw away. You need to have them in good spots. So I like the composition of FPX. Honestly, a better draft in the past couple of games, but Weibo Gaming playing off from that high of Game 6 certainly may be able to push them into a victory here.
But they have to be able to resist all these engages coming in from FPX. Renekton, Camille, Kassadin, Kai'Sa, Ornn, every one of those champions does not hold back going in. There's no one that is going to be left out here on the side of this blue side team. FPX going with their name. FPX known for their aggression, and this time everyone is banking on that as well. Engage, engage, engage. Side lane control is going to be there as well since Renekton, Camille can split push, Kassadin as well. Divide and conquer can be the key to victory here as well against Weibo Gaming because yes, Zeri and Ezreal deals massive damage. The Jax as well. But Ezreal and Zeri, when isolated, I don't think they can win in a 1v1 against the Kassadin, against the Renekton, against the Camille. These champions are going to be thrown. Gcan, yeah, this is massive priority for the first blood. Are they going to be able to secure the kill? No! Chow did a really good job to stop the auto attack and block some of the Mr. Shocks, but this time Fan is going to be joining them as well. Kong still continuing on the recall. Chow needs to stop the auto attacks and the Mystic Shots. Fortunately, is able to zone some of the members. Oh man, the Castian Drain! It's called that gets the kill. Gcan didn't get the kill onto Chow as well. Massive outplay by FPX.
I already love the energy that both of these teams are showing us. It's the final game. You'd think these teams would be tired at this point, but no. All action level 1 to the bot side of the map. Fan already hitting level 2. I believe he fast cleared maybe the Raptor camp of FPX. That's why he was able to catch up in the bot side when he was already level 2, while FPX's jungle was only level 1. And then the early game aggression, Kong with a fade away Icathian Rain on dodging the Mystic shot against Duan Yu. Man, that was such a sight to see. That was one of the that small micro outplay won the lane right there from FPX because of the amount of attention WBG put there, the amount of resources and time it just wasted away with that outplay.
And it is reflecting right now on the gold as well. FPX getting a bit of leverage here in terms of gold. Almost 1,000 gold lead established. Even if we're seeing just one kill, it's the impact of that one kill, everything that was invested in Weibo Gaming just to get the first blood, but was denied and was taken down as well. At least one of their members. Now Zihan still is going to be struggling a little bit here in the top lane, of course. Chingdo7 in the vicinity, invading the camp of the Hecarim as well, limiting the resources that this Hecarim is going to be getting is perfect for FPX.
Yeah. Now, things have calmed down a bit. But Fan, just 2.5 minutes, already level 5 on this Hecarim, while Chingdo7 has lost so many caps to this Hecarim. In terms of the jungle matchup, Fan has been winning out here so far, and that is not only because Chingdo7 is on the Camille, but also because of the cast is not really having any pressure in the mid lane compared to the Zarya at this point in time. You can even see the influence of this jungler having an effect here in the bot side. Kong and Chao needing to put some attention here. Yes, Kong getting a bit of the Krugs, which is good at this point in time. They are winning out, but Chingdo7 is the one who's being left with nothing at this point. Only level 4 at this point in time of the Camille.
That's the caveat, that's the downside of this Kassadin pick off right now. FPX has to be patient. You have to give some of the resources away. You have to give some of the lead away first here towards Weibo Gaming. And just find the ways to mitigate the gold rising rate on the side of Weibo Gaming as well.
Yeah. But so far, even though it feels like there's a lot of things, especially in the jungle side of things, that are doing well for Weibo Gaming, you can see Faye is the one with the most gold in the team. But in the mid lane though, a gap.
Yeah, it's gonna get caught. Immediately bursted away. Wasn't able to actually do anything that fight anymore. Fan gonna be next as well. Chingdo7 still gonna be able to escape.
Wow.
Never mind. Gets hit onto the wall. And Weibo Gaming able to answer back as well. 2 for 2, actually much better a little bit here on the side of FPX, especially that they're the ones that had the carries getting the kills.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was Kong, what an aggressive flash!
Oh, exhaust gonna come through. The tower's gonna be helping out. I think it was the Ornn that was able to get the kill instead. We will be confirming later on. It was Weibo Gaming actually that got the better end.
Yeah, you're gonna see here the replay. Faye, they immediately jump on top of it and expecting the Sky would be able to get the kill right here. But it's actually the Ornn with the last tick of the Cold Forge God able to snag that kill away from the care of FPX, and the fight just went into chaos at this point in time. We're able to, both teams getting 2 for 2, but double kill right now for the Ornn. The Ornn is the main carry for the side of FPX, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm the carry now. He's the support, and as we all know, especially if you've been watching League of Legends for a while, especially the LCK, Ornn is everything. He's the tank, the mage, the thief, the bard, the priest,
the shop.
the shop. He's just everything. All the job classes is him. That's why he's fine getting all the kills. Could be the main carry for all he cares at this point in time. But Herald being taken here by FPX, I like that they're the ones who are getting priority on the Herald because they have a weaker early game team. They need to be able to stem any structure to their damage, to stop any structural damage, to be able to prolong themselves into this game to scale into the later parts of the game.
And utilize it towards the tower as well. Jikan gonna be caught and immediately blown up as well. Kong gonna be using the killer instinct, but still gonna be followed up here by Faye to secure that kill. And now FPX looking to walk away. Weibo Gaming still able to get one more. Chingdo7 will actually be next. Tackle sweep gonna be used. Fan just gonna be kicking him off, basically pushing him down. And FPX still able to get something out of there, but Weibo Gaming actually getting more.
Yeah, and with that fight being won right there by Weibo Gaming so decisively, they're also going to be able to put a lot of damage here. Great answer from Chingdo7, immediately pathing into the mid lane so that no more tower damage would be done. Already a 500 gold lead, 300 gold lead for the side of Weibo Gaming. As we see a bit of the scaling starting right now, the 2 tiers being bought in this game, one for the Kassadin, one for the Ezreal as well. So we're gonna be seeing two champions scaling into this early to mid part of the game for both of these teams. Already in the side lane is this Kassadin. I do wonder when this Herald will be dropped, and they're dropping it now. They're gonna try to get this mid lane turret.
Can they actually secure it? They are going to be defending. Weibo Gaming doing a really good job. Exec ultimate just to escape. Actually seeing those 7s going to be fine for a short while. As Jihan and Duan Yu going to be doing the work. Fan as well, just going to be zoning them off. And Weibo Gaming able to fend them off, defend the tower, get some kills as well.
Yeah, and actually Fan is in a bit of an awkward spot here. Okay.
Still fine.
Yeah.
They should be able to get at least some plates here. Unless Xiao and Sai gonna be able to clear out the wave. Great maneuver. Overcommitting though. Xiao is in a bad spot. Sky doing a really good job blocking some of the mystic shots. That is necessary for him to stay alive.
But we're now seeing the weakness of Kassadin, especially in this part of the game, right? He doesn't really offer much to the team. He's gonna offer a lot of mobility, a lot of damage later on, so that he's gonna be a big threat. And what a snipe!
What a snipe!
Kobe, yeah, what a snipe right there from Ezreal, from Duan Yu, able to pick up the kill on the Ornn, taking down the 2-kill Ornn, so that would possibly have some bounty on him. But at the same time, going back, you're really seeing here the weakness of the Kassadin. If this was any other control mage, even if that was a Vladimir, I felt like some of those fights would have been won by FPX. But we're gonna see the replay right here of the true shot barrage. I think Duan Yu just really made an educated guess on where that Ornn was, and even getting that kill, just amazing. Another kind of free gold side of Weibo Gaming at this point. But right now, this is not a huge enough hole for FPX that they can't get out of. They still have the scaling about the Kai'Sa and the Kassadin to look back on.
And Dawn won't be able to get out this time around. Pops into the Dominus, but to no avail. Weibo Gaming suppression is just too good, especially with its Nautilus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did give up a kill in the mid lane, but bot side, FPX was able to get something out of it. They were able to get a kill. We're also able to get a turret, so that is something for them. Gekyan though, getting caught here.
The damage is starting to be felt here by Weibo Gaming. The follow-up! Suddenly, this is a dive comp that we were talking about earlier. Engage is pure, especially when power spikes happen for FPX.
Now you felt pressured by 2 members of FPX. How about 4 members as you try to leave, as you try to limp your way away from it? And that's a great gank right here from Bo7, utilizing the Hextech ultimatum, not allowing that Zeri to get away. And this is why I love this composition from FPX, because they brought out that Kassadin when there was when Weibo Gaming committed to 2 marksmen. And yes, you could say AD champions are the counter of Kassadin in the mid game, in the mid lane. But that's only for the early game, especially if you're a marksman. Later on, this Kassadin is gonna build so much damage, and if he has Rose and Heart as well, he's gonna have armor to counter you. It's a big headache for a marksman to go against this Kassadin. So we're already seeing here how FPX is navigating through that weakness of the Kassadin, trying to make up for this mid game rotations.
Can they rotate towards this dragon though? I think Weibo Gaming should walk away. Great stasis. Still is gonna be staying alive. Flash as well gonna be invested just to walk away. Zihan doesn't have the counter strike anymore. Damage of Sky is actually starting to be felt here. Dragon secured here by FPX. They have to walk away now. They are grouped up. They are clumped up as well. And FPX is gonna be loving this. Those 7 tactical 3 for the slow. Sky fell, following up with a slow as a knockup comes through. Weibo Gaming cannot walk away without any casualties. They lose objective as well.
Yeah, they lose objectives. They lose the fight. And that is not what you want to see when you're going against both a Kassadin and a Kai'Sa composition, because it's just gonna get worse from this point on. If FPX can just continue the snowball, continue getting this Kassadin his items, his free time in the side lanes, let this Kai'Sa get her items as well. It's not gonna get any prettier for Weibo Gaming. Yes, they have 2 marksmen. They have the Ezreal, who relatively can get his items, be in a stronger point as a marksman, and they have the Zeri, one of the premier late game carries, especially if the enemy team is the one who's engaging on top of you. But it's still the Kassadin. It's gonna be such a hard thing to deal with. So it's for Weibo Gaming right now. How they're gonna do Gekyan dealing so much damage to him.
Yeah, the Kaisa and this Camille leaving a dent. This time though, they're trying to catch the Hecarim, or the Redditon rather. Donald 8 still gonna be able to walk away unscathed. Still is alive. 3,400 gold though. This gold lead is starting to get out of hand for Weibo Gaming. A while ago, they're the ones who are actually being very economical here. But FPX, after getting their power spikes, now is starting to be unstoppable.
Yeah. Kassadin already has 2 items. Already has that crown and the Seraph's Embrace. We saw earlier the Ezreal still not being able to complete this Triforce. Maybe just going back to base right now to be able to complete that at around the 12-minute mark, meaning he has 2 completed items. That is the strongest part of an Ezreal. A bit late though. We'd prefer having that in the 10-minute mark where you're slightly ahead of the curve. But at this point in time, it's just going to be the Ezreal at the strongest point in the game in comparison to what other items are being brought out by other champions in the game. Gekyan, face checking again. This reminds me of Game 1 and Game 2. But fortunately for him, he is on the Nautilus, a bit more tankier than the Ornn.
Actually, it was engaged quite a lot already by FPX, but so far has been relatively safe. A little bit nervous or a little nerve-wracking to actually watch, but still is able to position himself effectively. Not really getting too deep unless this time around it's gonna be time here by FPX. Trushut Barrage gonna be there towards Xiao still. Does have the stasis. Meter Enchant just to zone out the members here of Weibo Gaming. Bo7 wanted to get the steal here towards the blue buff, but they will find out Fan. Faye as well gonna be in the vicinity. Renekton gonna be here as well. Call of the Forge Gun might actually be perfect here to catch the 1U as well. FPS gonna be timing the engage this time around. Tactical sweep for the Snow as well, as the kills are just gonna come through for FPX. And Weibo Gaming this time made a huge mistake to clump up. You know, FPX running it down bottom lane.
Can it? I doubt that he can end this game here. But Zihan, he's just recalled back. There's still a wave. They're still this Nexus.
They still have the wave, and the Jax is gonna be falling down. They have the cannon still here helping out. The fastest game is the 7th and last game, and FPX having a grand exit here in the series, winning the series 4-3.
Yeah, they will be moving on in our lower bracket here in the CN conference. They will be able to advance. They'll be waiting who will be losing in our winners bracket later on in the week, where we'll be playing those matches out.